How pathetic can some people be?
I don't do a lot of political stuff. That's what you're into. I've always said this, though, about politics. I've always said I like my politicians like I like my baseball players. And by that, I, of course, mean Republican. And by Republican, I, of course, mean Dominican Republican. Relax, folks. You think I'm crazy? Come on. If you were booing or cheering the first part of that joke, you thought you were booing conservatism. Turns out you're just a racist, and you don't like utility infielders. And what did they do to you, right? What did they do to you? Nothing. That's what they did to you.
Dumbass of the day. 93.3 KZOZ.
Have you ever played a practical joke on somebody so bad that you felt remorse for it after the fact?
Yeah. How about you?
Oh, yeah. I've done that before. Like,
hopefully you felt some remorse because of some of the things you used to do to me.
That's a little...
Some of our friends.
A little too far.
Like when the prosecutor, I thought I was going to jail.
Oh, that was funny. I don't know remorse for that. That was funny.
That was funny. Of course it was funny. It was terrible. I was running around stressed out. I was freaking out.
That's why you don't lie. Don't be a liar.
I wasn't lying. What are you talking about? I wasn't lying at all. How about the T-shirt of me with my fat roll hanging out, and you printed it all on T-shirts?
That's funny.
And I would show up to the bar, and everybody's wearing them.
It was funny, but there was...
And the thing is, I wasn't even fat then. I just leaning over this boat and had a pooch.
There was a moment I felt bad because you were definitely visibly upset, and I felt kind of bad.
And do you remember what I did?
You turned around and walked out of the bar, didn't you?
No, I turned around, I grabbed a T-shirt and put it on.
Oh, that's right. You owned it. I don't know. I was drunk. It was college. And it was like 15 years ago. So come on, let it go, man.
I'm not.
Embrace your inner Elsa.
I'm just saying. There's others I could probably come up with. Like the night I spent 90 minutes looking for my keys at the radio station we worked at, and you'd stuck them in the microwave.
That was funny.
It's funny now.
Because I wasn't going to not tell you. I mean, eventually I was going to come around and tell you.
Maybe after 20 minutes, not 90 minutes. Oh, but come on. That was 18 years ago. Let it go.
I fell asleep.
Actually, it was more than 20 years ago.
It was more than 20 years ago. Sarah Palin's really upset with Sacha Baron Cohen. You remember the Ollie G thing?
Yes, I remember. I saw this, by the way. He pranked her. But I don't know what he did.
Yeah, so he's got a new show coming on Showtime. It premieres on Sunday. It's called Who is America?
He also got Newt Gingrich back in the day.
I remember he got him good.
Yeah.
He got him really good.
Yeah, pissed off.
This is what he does, right? This is what Sacha Baron Cohen does.
Yeah,
he tricks people into doing interviews for a show. And I don't know how politicians do not see this coming down the line.
Like you would think with all the staffers that they have that somebody would be able to do a little research.
Okay, thank you. She's pissed off because she was duped into participating in an interview. And they flew her out to Washington, D.C. from Alaska for the interview. And she was led to believe that the interview was for a historical documentary. She flew across the country to Washington and says that she was greeted by Sacha Baron Cohen, who was heavily disguised as a disabled U.S. veteran, fake wheelchair and all. She said that the interview was disrespectful, sarcastic, and she ultimately ripped off her mic and left during the interview. This is like the best advertisement that you could get for the show, by the way. She's going on this rant on Facebook. Now, if you want him to suffer for what he did to you, you don't make a peep about it at all. Right. But now you're talking about it. I wasn't going to watch this show.
This is what she does.
I wasn't planning on watching this show. Now it's appointment watching. Now I want to sign up for Showtime just so I can make sure I get a good stream of it.
Plus all the people that don't like her, all the liberals, Democrats, that just would be against her because of her political position. All she's doing, just throwing fuel, just thousands of gallons of fuel on this fire.
She slammed him and Showtime, saying that the disrespect of our U.S. military and middle class. So she spun this into an issue, right?
Well, I'm guessing he must have probably tried to get her goat and was pushing buttons with.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
And he was dressed as a disabled U.S. veteran, fake wheelchair and all. Okay, which is crosses the line, but that's what he does.
He crosses the line. Yeah, that's his whole thing.
She says
and that's what's acceptable.
The
now,
disrespect of U.S. military and middle-class Americans via Cohen's foreign commentaries under the guise of interview questions was perverse. You can mock politicians and innocent public personalities all you want if that lets you sleep better at night, but how dare you, all caps, mock those who have fought and served our country. You are truly sick.
I can kind of agree with that. Where's the line? I mean, here's the thing about comedy, right? When comedy's funny is when you take it right to the line and you dance it, but you don't go over it.
But
people who go over the line, a lot of times, well, where's the comedy in that?
Now, don't you want to make a judgment on this? And you're not going to make a judgment until you see it. So you're going to watch the show.
I'm going to have to watch it. Because I was thinking, like, it's comedy, but
this is just Sarah Palin being Sarah Palin and overreacting because she was made a fool of, or maybe Sacha Baron Cohen went over the line. Either way,
I know he went over the line. Just how far?
God, he's good at going over the line.
Yeah, no, it'll be good to watch. And I like watching her get frustrated.
She's
like the person you fight with that when they get frustrated, they just go, they're almost hyperventilating and just throw down.
She's kind of like you.
Throw something down and throw it away and just walk away, stomp away.
She's kind of like you because this what happened to her.
We are nothing alike. And I take offense to that.
So when she got pissed off, the production crew said, okay, we'll give you a ride back to the airport. And they took her to the wrong airport.
And that sounds like you.
She claims it was deliberate and it caused her to miss her flight back to Alaska.
Nice.
I'm sorry. Oh, you were Reagan National? Okay. Take you to Newark. We'll take you to Baltimore.
And now you're going to call her dumbass of the day.
Because you have to see this coming. Okay? How aloof can you be if you're Sarah Palin? And I don't know. The verdict's still out. Maybe he does cross the line, and maybe on Monday morning after this airs, we're going to be calling him dumbass of the day.
What's the show called?
Who is America?
All
Question mark. But for now, Sarah, come on, man. Did you really think? And who knows? Maybe it's not your fault as of right now, but did you really think? And the thing is, I'm not even going to make you a dumbass because you're upset. Because you have every right to be upset. I'll make you a dumbass because you now just made the best advertisement for this television show. The one that you think is truly sick and perverse. That's just stupid. Just don't say anything about it. And then it'll go away. You're the worst politician. Sarah Palin, congratulations. You're Jeff and Jeremy's
Dumbass of the Day. It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.